come in here and you're not an Eagle. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd down. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Conrad. Fires toward the target. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. The Eagles will keep this drive going.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
1st and 10. touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Wide out in motion. He leaves it with his back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Marshall.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Carr. Open space at the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air and knocks it down.
Now on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Conrad. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barry. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
The Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Firing to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Here he comes with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese,
it's a fumble on the play. And the defense has it there, going the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Back to throw, it's Conrad. Trying to get to it. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And the Bobcats trying to cash it in on first and goal. He's going to pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas State.
Touchdown. Texas State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
and there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas State 14, Georgia Southern 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away. It's a big-time play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quick strike complete.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Carr. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to move the chains. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Might be looking to run. He'll turn it loose out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
For the offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to pass. It's Conrad. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Texas State.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas State, 21. Georgia Southern, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Finds the tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Running back searching for a hole. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
2nd down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Carr. Really putting together a threat now. They got the first. It's at the 37. He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas State. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Fair catch called for and made. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Pulls it in. It's Slater. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Georgia Southern will have it now, first and goal. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Marshall. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Georgia Southern, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Conrad. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give out of the gun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Bobcats are on the move.
Let's go!
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, they've been playing for the old Illibuk Trophy for over 100 years. Ohio State and Illinois. Here's how it went down. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes his connection. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in on the right. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Eagles!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Eagles. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Discards a man. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Dropping back, it's Conrad. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Conrad. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, what a blow for this offense. You got the football in the 4th quarter, a chance to go take the lead. Now you turn it over. Your defense is going to have to go out there and step up for you.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the...
And it's loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
What a clutch stop for this defense. You get in the fourth quarter, you got to make those plays, get the ball back to your offense in a position now to go take the lead in this ball game.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run. Showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here it would be a 58-yarder. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On the double.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
Okay, ready?
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Marshall. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Syracuse. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to throw. Still looking, on the move. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Conrad. Throwing right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Looking to go up top on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, after putting up 5 sacks in their last game, this defense was hungry for more coming into this one, and they knew it was going to be maybe a little bit tougher going up against this offensive line. They've had some struggles in this game so far getting to the QB.
And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by one possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least go down and tie the game.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. On second down, looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.